This is paper number 2 in my The COVID Vaccine is Not the Problem series, where the primary goal of this study was to look at adverse reactions following the booster vaccine. So this is the third vaccine, where they're looking at adverse reactions within 7 days of that third vaccination, and then they're also following up at day 14, 60, and 120. They used 2 different types of administration methodologies, but that's not really important for this. The ultimate thing is that the conclusion here, no adverse reactions, but fever, which showed a correlation with the antibody level after the COVID vaccine booster. Now, as I've shown before, one of the big issues with our vaccines is that the effectiveness decreases over time. So in order to restore the effectiveness, a booster dose is considered necessary. And that's why we got a third booster, a first booster, a third vaccine for the COVID-19 series. And interestingly, individuals who have recovered from COVID-19 infection have showed an increased vaccine reaction following their infection. So this might be contributing to it a little bit, which goes back to supporting that, like, the higher level of antibodies you have to the COVID virus, the higher that fever reaction will be from earlier on. So this was, again, since it was on looking at vaccine number 3, we're on COVID vaccine 5 for those that are able to get it right now. This study was done at Siketsvar Hospital, who received 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine between January 27th and May 9th of 2021. The time difference between the second and third vaccine was about 250 days. And interestingly, a total of 28% of participants in the study experienced a COVID infection before the third dose, and then 25% of these people, so 54 people, became positive after they received the third dose. So they had the infection and then became positive shortly after getting that dose. And to be overly clear, this is not them getting COVID from the vaccine itself. This is them getting COVID because they contracted it before and then they just became positive following the timeline of them getting the vaccine. Now, getting to the results. So adverse reactions occurred in 88 out of 218 patients after the first vaccine, 87 out of 218 after the second, and then 77 out of 218 after the third. And these reactions are occurring within 7 days after that dose. So this is basically showing that there's no difference between each vaccine. It's pretty much all the same between the vaccines, but the most common adverse reactions after the vaccine, 47% had local pain at where they received the vaccine. There was limb pain in 47%, fever in 46%, and chills in 34%, with fever being significantly more frequent to occur after that third dose. And then this is after the second dose. This is the third dose. So after the second dose, you're having a high level of COVID antibodies. So this is good. This is giving you protection, but then this is decreasing over time to about 110. And then after you get the vaccine for that third one, it goes up and then decreases to about 200. Again, the vaccine level of antibodies in your system is decreasing with time. So this just shows that we have to continually be updating our boosters regularly, which is something that is sort of lacking right now in our American healthcare system.